so we don't slow things down. Today's hearing is really about finding out if there is a way the federal government can help more students finish college. Few students can be afforded to stuck with a debt and no degree, but that's what's happening to far too many college students. Federal aid programs are designed to help people working to earn a degree or a certificate in 1, 2, or 4-year programs. According to the National Student Clearinghouse, only 55% of these students complete a degree or certificate within 4 years, within 6 years. The problem is even worse for low-income students. 8.6 million low-income students received Pell Grants from the federal government last year. Department of Education data says only 45% of these students achieve a degree or certificate within 6 years. There's 7 million borrowers in default on their federal student loans. The Department of Education says borrowers are 3 times more likely to be in this situation if they did not finish any degree or credential. We know that students who don't finish their program are less likely to benefit with a better job or salary. So I'd like to briefly address today why are so many American college students leaving before they graduate, and what role can the federal government play in, 1, encouraging students, particularly those receiving Pell Grants and other federal financial aid, to finish what they've started, and 2, encouraging colleges and universities to help their students make progress and graduate. I'm going to submit my entire statement to the record, but let me summarize what it says. Why students aren't graduating seem to focus on these things: part-time enrollment and slow progress. Students with a full-time course load, meaning 15 credits per semester, who consistently enroll full-time are most likely to graduate. However, a 2013 survey of institutions showed the majority of so-called full-time college students aren't taking the credits needed to finish a 4-year degree for a bachelor or in 2 years for an associate degree. Inadequate high school education. According to the Community College Research Center, most remedial students never get past remediation. Financial difficulties. Students from low-income backgrounds face pressures, making them more likely to drop out. What can the government do? Senator Bennett and I have offered a proposal to simplify the student aid application form, the FAFSA. Testimony before our committee said that it discourages as many as 2 million students from applying for federal financial aid. Many students continue working or have to get a job while they're in school. 2 years ago, Austin Peay State University in Clarksville testified at this committee about the success it's had with remedial education. Half of Austin Peay students need to take remedial courses once they're enrolled. The university redesigned its remedial education so that students who lack some skills in math, reading, or writing enroll in credit-bearing college courses with additional required workshops to help them catch up. Before using this approach, only 10% of the remedial math students ever completed a college-level math class. Now 70% do. A maximum Pell is often awarded to a student who's really not attending full-time. That's one reason federal aid does not encourage students to complete their degree as quickly as they can. Second, and your testimony reflects this, federal aid progress requirements seem to lack teeth. Third, federal aid today can be used to subsidize studies unfocused toward the degree. A student can use the Pell Grant to take 90 credits, as many as 90, for a 60-credit associate's degree. The longer a student takes, the less likely they are to finish. Taking classes that get students off course from their goal could be detrimental to completion. Federal policy has emphasized access rather than completion. We're looking to see whether we need to find ways to encourage over 6,000 higher education institutions to prioritize and encourage student success without throwing a big wet blanket of a federal mandate that smothers universities that might work at Austin Peay but might not work at the University of Maryland, that might be good at Yeshiva, might not be good at Harvard. We look forward to the testimony of the witnesses, and we thank you for coming. Senator Murray.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Higher education is really